Oh God, I don't know. Madonna's always been a really big inspiration to me. Not only in music, just her attitude, and I just think she's really intelligent and really talented.
Girl, and I watch people like Madonna. I didn't see Madonna in a group. I didn't see myself in a group. I can't compromise myself. Madonna was never put in a category, and like her, I hope to never be put in a category.
And hopefully, you know, whether people agree with it or not, they'll just appreciate the fact that I'm doing it, you know, I'm going out there and doing it as a strong female. And I think that's what the great thing about Madonna is. You know, it's not like, you know, a lot of things she's done, a lot of people wouldn't necessarily do, but God, she was brave enough to do it, you know what I mean? And she was successful. She did her own thing, and I think that's great, and I have a lot of respect for that. But can't please everybody all the time. So in the end, you know, I'm a musician.
And then Madonna, I met her, I went to one of her shows, I flew to one of her shows in Philadelphia, and her daughter Lola came into the little VIP area, and she was like, please just tell her, talking to her assistant, she was like, just tell her. And they're like, tell her what? And they're like, tell her that I have all of her Barbies and all of her watches and stuff. And I was like, oh, she's so cute. I mean, so beautiful. And they're like, okay, do you want to go meet Madonna? She's like, you want to go meet my mom? I was like, okay, cool. You know, it was like surreal. So I walked in and I meet Madonna. And when I meet people, usually I'm like, you know, hi, what's up? Yeah. I was so nervous meeting her. Seriously, I was like, oh my God. I didn't know what to say. So I walked in, I was like, I feel like I should hug you. Like, ew, why did I say that? Ew.
The first track I'd like to pick is Lucky Star by Madonna.
Very nice.
Just because that was the first album I ever bought, the Immaculate Collection, yeah.
Love that album.
And I loved every song on that album, and this is just one of them that I love on it.
It's a classic. My dad has got every Madonna album ever released.
Lovely.
Yeah, it is. Here's Madonna with Lucky Star.
What did you girls have on your wall when you were younger?
I used to have posters of Madonna, because I was a huge fan of Madonna. But I had New Kids on the Block.
Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone.
Could you believe she just had a baby? No way. Anyway, she looked fabulous. A lot of class. What an entertainer, what an actor, and what a mother.
Tell me about the kiss.
She's very soft-lipped. It was a very lovely kiss. And I've kissed her numerous times at this point because every rehearsal she wants to do it, you know, right on every time.
Wait a minute, so Madonna was saying, okay, come on, Christine, let's get this right. Let's your head turn this way, my head. Was that?
I had no problem in kissing her every time.
Even Missy Elliott.
Bring the numbers.
This is my first time to ever do a collaboration, and it's with Miss Madonna herself.
But when these two get together,
it's an honor to have her here. Look at her! It's very surreal, you know. It's Madonna.
Someone's bound to lose control.
How you guys? Okay,
Yeah. We're at lunch.
She did my video. Okay, that's her.
But the first gig I went to as a fan of someone and got, you know, super duper excited was Madonna. So that's not bad, is it? It was the girly show, because I know you're all thinking, oh, I wonder which one it was. And it was at Wembley Stadium. And I had really rubbish seats, but it was good.
Have you seen Madonna's Instagram this morning?
I literally woke up and I was so happy.
She posted a still, I guess, of something that you posted on your Instagram story.
Yeah, a few days ago was Grammy weekend, and what I can remember of it.
Yes.
And so then I posted like me singing. I can't even remember the record I was singing.
Okay.
Anyway, I was singing a Madonna song, and
your shirt said.
My shirt said Madonna, and then today she posted a picture of me. I felt like I made it.
Awesome. That was.
But you know, we love Madonna. We all.
Yes, there it is.
I live for the Queen. So
yeah, me too.
It was very lovely and sweet, and this is what I love about people that are at that level.
Yeah.
They support new artists.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And they really, and I love that. And it's just, you know, Team Madonna forever.
respect Madonna for the things that she has introduced, because she's introduced some subversive things, and it has nothing to do with sex as far as I'm concerned. I'm talking about like the introduction to the Vogue dance, which originated in the gay clubs in the mid-'80s and early 80s. And stuff like that, and she's always been supportive of things like that, which is I think is really cool. Right. She's just
I don't know. But wait, I want to know, like, what's an artist that you love that you would be, your fans would be surprised that you listen to?
I'm a huge Madonna fan. I've always been a Madonna fan. She's also another artist that like has made it for me, growing up wanting to be a musician, going, you know, well, look at this really strong woman who can like reinvent herself on every single album.
Yeah.
That's like really awesome.
What about Shawn Mendes?
I love Shawn Mendes.
Really?
I just sat outside. I swear, that's so weird. Did you hear me outside?
So Madonna fans.
Woo! Woo! Come on.
This is for Madonna.
When you call my name.
Jimmy D on the cover of a magazine.
You destroy my faith in love. Somebody open the door. You can hurt me now. I like
Who are your idols and who are you influenced by?
My idols. I've always been a really massive Madonna fan.
Pienso y lo llego a soltar. Materialista soy y si usted quiere probar, regale mi brillante vera. Allí es donde anhelo estar, la isla bonita.
Younger, when you were first starting to your career, your image of yourself and your music was forming. Who did you look up to as influences? Who really kind of caused you to say to yourself, yeah, this is what I want to do?
It goes two different ways. You know, I definitely vocally, I would say some of the old soul singers, older, you know, such as Etta James. I'm a huge fan of. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Etta James and Outlast. Also, you know, you got your Whitneys, and then, you know, for, I guess, us being a all-around businesswoman and whatnot, we got Madonna, of course, who's great. A lovely woman. So, you know, just
get compared to loads of different people, and, you know, people say I'm the next Madonna. That's very much a compliment, but I'm sure they're saying the same thing to about 5 other young female solo artists.
Your songs, Madonna?
Well, I mean, Madonna is a phenomenon. I mean, she's a phenomenon. I mean, she has sustained a career. She has diligently worked through, I guess, quite a few obstacles in her life, and has managed to sustain a career over an incredibly long period of time. So, I mean, you have to give her props because she's still around, and hey, she still looks pretty good. So.
Is there anyone left on your wish list?
So many people. Of course there is. Can I name them?
What about Madonna? Would you ever like to collaborate?
Of course, that would be incredible. It's like maybe the world would, you know, stop mid-orbit or something. Like, yeah, it would be incredible. I don't know if it would ever happen. Maybe some things are.
I have to pretty much say to myself, like, man, Madonna was somebody that I watched on TV and swore up and down. Well, I put on all them belts and those gloves and started singing like a virgin in my room. You couldn't tell me I wasn't the Black Madonna. It was like, that's how I was going down. And then
Turner and Bruce Springsteen and Madonna and all of them, and I, you know, they were my inspirations to even get into the music business, to do what I did. Their videos inspired me to do the videos that I did, and so now to be 20 years in and here and winning this award, it's
home
When it first started and watching like Madonna do like a Virgin, for me those were like the moments that I remember.
Madonna's touched this hand.
Yeah.
Never big fan of Madonna, and I have a lot of respect for her. So.
And how did you end up as Pink the pop star?
I just sang all my life, and I had punk rock bands, and I had rock and roll bands, and I did talent shows and sang Madonna songs, and then I was in an R&B group, and then I sang in clubs.
And Madonna as well, the same, like how she has just managed to span a career and have all of these amazing global iconic songs, like those careers.
Who's done it and done it well is Madonna, and so that's what I hope to do. You know, I plan on singing and writing and releasing albums my entire life.
Like, right. I had to live Michael Jackson, Madonna, and New Kids on the Block. Like, there wasn't, because I was the youngest.
Did you have a joke?
I love her so much. When I was younger, I looked up to people, but now I see why my fans sometimes are kind of like that with me. I'm like that with Madonna. She had done it when she was, in London. And I just started crying. I was like, oh my God, Madonna's on my song. Like, it was really cool. And I'm so silly right now because I'm going to cry. But no, I was very touched. I was very, very happy, so.
What are your earliest memories of MTV?
Being banned from watching it because Madonna's Like a Prayer was a little nutty, maybe, or The Express Yourself. I was so it was the vocalist that really did it for me. And then as entertainers, as I got older, it was probably more Madonna as well that I was influenced by too, that I was like, the creativity and the uniqueness of a video and the growth and, what you see. That's what's cool about watching a video, and it's kind of been in my influence.
Mm-hmm. And,
you say that Madonna is one of your great kind of heroes and influences. Talk to me a little bit about what she's meant to you.
Growing up as a little girl in Doylestown, Pennsylvania, she just had all this power that I didn't see around me, and she was unapologetic and smart and witty. It's the same reason I love Janis Joplin. They were witty and they outsmarted people. And she never gave her power away. And she did what she wanted, and she was talented and could dance her butt off, and her outfits and just the things that she said, and then the sex book. And I just love her. I love her.
You love Madonna.
Yes.
You said many a time in interviews that you have been inspired by her. Would you say that she's the one artist that you've been inspired by the most in your career?
Yeah,
as a solo
definitely.
star too?
Yeah, because I think I discovered her at a really important time in my life. And it was seeing her actually at Live Aid, gosh, in like 1984, I think it was. That just a little switch clicked in me, and I thought, wow, because it was the first time I'd seen her do something live. And then when she did... so it was the Blonde Ambition tour. So that was 1990, I think. And it was just everything. Because, I know we don't see as much of Madonna now as we did, obviously, in those days. And she was, or we do.
She's got a lot of competition there now, hasn't she?
Yeah. But kind of when she was really just ruling the world. And that show, it was just... perfection.
Yeah.
From the choreography and her, she's a great dancer, vocally, and Nikki and Donna, her backing singers, and the costumes and the set. And I'd never seen anything like that. And she just blew my mind, and it really inspired me.
Does she still blow your mind now? I think she's still an incredible performer.
Yeah, absolutely. I think... It's so hard, isn't it? But I'm a woman of a certain age in the music industry, and things change. I think she's a pioneer.
You evolve, though, don't you, as you get older?
Yeah, absolutely.